Hello, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to the Wisdom Vault at Dr. Sonja TV. Let's have a fireside chat, as they call it, just you and I. I call this the power of now. And I just got to build a foundation for you so you understand. Because if you're watching this right now, more than likely, there are some decisions that you have to make. Decisions about what you want your life to be like, decisions about how you want your relationships to play out, the decisions about your career, your business, or whatever the case may be. But I want to talk to you really about the power of now. I realize that there's so many people right now, and I was one of them, that we don't want to look up one day, years from now, 6 months from now, even 3 months from now, living with regret. You know, if someone asked me, what is the regret? Do you have any regrets about your life? Even though I had a child at a very young age, 15, 17 years old, I was raped and left for dead. I joined the military, I've been in combat 3 times. It's just so many things that took place that I could really regret they happened. But I realized they didn't happen to me, they happened for me. But one of the biggest lessons I learned through all of that is now. The power of now. The power of like right now, and understanding what is needed for you at this moment so you don't live in regret. Only if I did have one regret, let me go back, it would be the fact that my mother is not here, which I couldn't control any of that, but my mother's not here to witness me live out this life and become the general to giants and really create such a legacy for my children and my great-great-grandchildren that are not even here. But understanding the power of now is making decisions today that will be a great effect or affect your tomorrow. But you have to make them. In not living in this world, I have met a 80-year-old woman that regretted that she didn't start her business years ago. You know why? Simply because she was taking care of her family. She was the spouse to her husband, and she was a mother to her kids, and then she was the mother of the church, and she had all this going on because she didn't focus on herself. She came last. And if you're around me more than 5 minutes, you will hear me say all the time, you come first. And don't feel guilty about wanting the next level life that you so deserve and you desire. The power of now is making decisions about your life and what it is that you want. And not sitting back waiting on somebody else, one, to give you validation. We say validations for parking tickets only. And wanting someone else to support your dreams and your visions when we know, and I believe that God gave it just to you. He didn't share with everybody else. He shared it with you, which means the power of now. What are some decisions that you need to be making today? They're going to affect your tomorrow. Not you sitting back thinking about it, putting it off, thinking it's going to disappear, and that you can deal with it tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. That's why that phrase, the power of now, like right now. What are some things you need to be doing as it pertains to your job? Updating your resume, looking for another job. How about walking away from a relationship that no longer serves you or supports who you are as a person, a human being, and as a woman? And even for the men that are listening to me right now, the power of now. What decisions do you need to make about your family? What are the decisions you need to make about for yourself? What is it that you need to be doing right now? The power right now, not tomorrow. And I'll say this in closing. The things that need to be done. Let me go back and do something. Hold on just a second. Yeah, it is like I'm having a real conversation like we're here. I can erase it. We don't have to edit. I want you to imagine that you are about to hit your 100th birthday. That come out right? I think it did, right? And I want you to imagine you're sitting in a rocking chair. And at your feet are your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. And sitting behind them or standing behind them are their parents and their parents. And off 2 more rows is in the kitchen. Because it's your birthday party. Everybody came to celebrate. You're 100 years old. You still have your right mind. You're just rocking, still looking fabulous. And your children are in the back. And they're in tears because they get to see generations sit before your feet and learn. And behind you over the mantle is this picture. And it's a picture of you as a young person. Whether you're in school, you're with your family, your husband, your wife, or whomever, your kids, and you're just sitting reflecting. And they ask you that infamous question, what is the one thing, if you could change, that you would? Better yet, what is the one thing you regret not doing? You heard me. What's the one thing you regret not doing? Many people it just wouldn't be one. Well, I got so many things I regret not doing. How about we understand the power of now? We make decisions right now. So when we sit in that chair years from now on our birthday, and our family is celebrating our life, that we say, I don't have any regrets. That business that I wanted to start, I started it. That's why you're pointing at the kids in the kitchen, were able to go to school debt-free. And you're pointing at the kids, and you were able to buy their first home when they got married. You were able to do some things for your children that your parents couldn't even think about doing because there was no means. So you started that business. You talk about, I wrote the book that I was supposed to write because you understood that the richest place in the world is a graveyard. Because there's so many people that went to their grave without doing the things that they knew they should have been doing or they wanted to do. So many songs unwritten, so many plays unplayed out before an audience, so many businesses not written, just so many businesses not started. And so you start thinking about, I did everything that I wanted to do because I understood the power of now. Like right now. And they, but no, there's got to be one thing. No, because everything I wanted to do, I made a decision at that moment to step forward to go ahead and do that thing. I didn't let anybody stop me. I didn't let fear get in the way. I didn't let doubt creep in. I didn't let the naysayers distract me from doing what I wanted to do. I did everything I knew I was called and destined to do. And that's what we call the power of now. So I want you to think about, what decisions do you need to be making right now about your life, your career, your business, or what have you, that you need to make today and you cannot put it off. And I want you always to visualize that day you're sitting in front of your family and they ask you that question and you dare not say, well, I didn't do this and I didn't do that and I didn't do this. But you actually get to say, I did everything that I ever wanted to do and I did not let anything or anybody stop me. The power of now is real, and the power of now is yours, and a decision for you to make. This is Dr. Sonja, and I'll see you on the next Wisdom Vault.